Hi everyone, and welcome to a very special video where I'm going to sort of recap The Mandalorian Season 1. I'm going to talk about everything I feel like we need to know before Season 2 starts. And don't forget, I am going to be doing a live reaction every Friday morning of The Mandalorian as a new episode drops for Season 2. So much like with the boys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. But yeah, I'll put a timer up and we can hit play together and watch along. And I'm so excited that it's actually happening this week. Tomorrow we finally get The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1 on Disney Plus. I can't wait. So be sure to join me for those watch along parties. They're going to be a lot of fun in those live reactions, and probably I'll be freaking out a lot. So don't mind me. I know you guys didn't get to watch the first season along with me. I wasn't doing live reactions yet. And what was I thinking? Why was I not doing that? Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to talk to you about The Mandalorian Season 1. And I cannot wait to watch along with you guys for The Mandalorian Season 2. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Okay, so I feel like this could be at least an hour-long video if I got in depth. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a little bit of an overview of Season 1. If you guys haven't watched it yet, first of all, what are you doing? Watch it, binge it. I just rewatched it recently so that I'd be ready for Season 2. And probably, this is going to sound so silly, and it's actually not 100% true, but my favorite thing, or one of my favorite things to come out of The Mandalorian Season 1 is Baby Yoda, the child. If you guys have watched my reaction to the trailer for The Mandalorian Season 2, you know I have a much cuter version of the child. My children stole it. So this is my version. He is still super cute, but the other one is legit. I love it, but they carry it around like it's their baby, and I will never see it again, I don't think. So anyway, my favorite thing pretty much to come out of The Mandalorian was the child. Now, this was, The Mandalorian was tasked to kill the child at the very beginning, or take the child and bring him to the client, and didn't happen. Clearly, he ended up feeling really bad. Well, actually, he turned it over and then he got him back, but that's another thing. That was real quick. And then he got a conscious and was like, I can't turn over a living thing. So the child is super strong with the Force, by the way, crazy strong. He saved the Mandalorian more than once. And the way Season 1 ended is that the Mandalorian is now tasked with bringing the child back to his kind. Now, there is some speculation on what this means, and I'm not even sure where I fall in this. Does it mean back to Yoda's species? Because, first of all, we don't even know what that species is called or where they are from. We don't know anything about Yoda's species. So is it bringing him back to Yoda's species, or is it bringing him to those who are strong with the Force, meaning the Jedi? I don't know. I guess we will have to wait and see. Another one of my favorite characters from The Mandalorian Season 1 was, of course, IG-11. First of all, how could you not love him? He's voiced by Taika Waititi, who is absolutely brilliant. And in the beginning, he's kind of a bad guy. And then he turns into a good guy. He's reprogrammed to become a nurse droid, and he actually saves the Mandalorian's life. He's also the person who unmasks the Mandalorian, which is crazy. Now, the Mandalorian is not actually, spoiler, a Mandalorian. He was actually raised by Mandalorians on Mandalore after his parents died, which is not where he was born. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of, they say the Mandalorian is a feeling, right? A concept. It's the way, okay? This is the way. So that's why he didn't want to be unmasked the whole time. There's only usually one of them hanging out at the same time. There's several Mandalorians left, but now they've not really anymore. There were the armorer. We haven't seen what's happened to her. She could still be alive somewhere, and I really think she will be. And fingers crossed that we do see her again in Season 2. I mean, she was left off battling, and she's going out strong. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, she's pretty badass. So I'm excited to see more of her. Hopefully. Now, his real name is, and I'm gonna say this so wrong, Din Djarin. Din Djarin. I can't say it, but that's his real name. Okay, Pedro Pascal, that's his name. So hopefully we get a little bit more of his helmet off in this season. But who knows? Who cares, right? I kind of like the mystery of it all, even though it's not a mystery anymore, but whatever. Speaking of IG-11, we lost him in the final episode after he saved Din's life, Mando's life, the Mandalorian. I gotta call him the Mandalorian. After IG-11 saved his life, he sacrificed his own in order to let them get out of there, which is so sweet. And it's, I don't know, it made me like really sad But I do love me. I mean, I love Taika, and I would love to see him come back. I guess he could do another voice of someone else, or even another IG droid. Who knows? So hopefully we will see more of him in season 2, but I doubt it. I'm not holding my breath for that one as much as I really, really, really want it. And unfortunately, Kuel, who, you know, I have spoken. He's amazing. I love him. He has spoken for the last time. He also died trying to protect the child. I thought he was a great addition to season 1. I really enjoyed seeing him. I enjoyed him helping the Mandalorian, really kind of getting in his head and making him have a conscience, whatever that word is, conscience? Making him have a conscience, which I enjoyed. I thought he was great. I enjoyed seeing him along the way. But he died helping the child. But really, you know who killed him? The child slapper there, Jason Sudeikis, and Adam Pally, I think is the other one. All I think about is that they hit Baby Yoda, and I'm not cool with that. Now, Cara Dune was a big part of The Mandalorian Season 1, and I expect her to be a big part of The Mandalorian Season 2 as well. If you don't know much about her, then rewatch Season 1, because she's a pretty prominent character. But also, she is a former shock trooper for the Alliance, and now she's working as a mercenary. Her and Mando cross paths, and while they do have a bit of friction there, eventually they team up together. Now, where is she at the end of Season 1? Well, she stayed behind. Mando took off with the child to get him back to his people. Again, we're not sure exactly what that means, but that's where Mando went. And Cara Dune stayed behind with Greef Karga to, I imagine, continue to be a mercenary. I don't know. I'm excited to see where the two of them go. In season 2, I'm sure their paths are going to end up crossing with Mando again. One of my all-time favorite characters, because if you guys know me, you know I love the villains, is Moff Gideon, who is played by Giancarlo Esposito, who, first of all, is just the most amazing villain ever. He's amazing in Breaking Bad. He's incredible in everything that he does. So I was excited to see him join the cast of The Mandalorian, and I hope we get a lot more of him in season 2 of The Mandalorian, and I'm sure we will. He's like the big bad. Not to mention the final scene of Moff Gideon. He's literally holding the Darksaber. You guys, the Darksaber. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. We've seen it in Rebels. I mean, Sabine Wren had it. She's a Mandalorian. She had it. So I'm curious how it ended up in his hands, and I cannot wait. I'm sure we're going to get the story, and I'm dying for it. So that's basically the main things that happened in season 1 that I can think of off the top of my head. Like I said, I could spend over an hour talking about The Mandalorian season 1. But those are the major things to think about going into season 2. We've got the Mando off trying to get the child, Baby Yoda, back to his people, which does that mean his species, or does it mean Jedi? I don't know. So we're excited to see where that goes. Of course, we've got Moff Gideon, who is carrying around the Darksaber right now, and he's not happy. We've got Cara and Greef just hanging out, being mercenaries, probably going to cross paths with the Mandalorian again. Several of our favorites have died, like IG-11 and Kuel, unfortunately. Oh, may you rest in peace. This is the way. And I feel like there's so much more to be seen in season 2. We have Sasha Banks, who is playing an unknown character. There's a lot of people talking. Some people think she's going to be Sabine. I don't know. She might be an all-new character. There's so many people like theories, I guess is the word, on who she's going to be. We've got rumors flying everywhere that Rosario Dawson has been cast as Ahsoka. We have not yet seen Ahsoka. I mean, listen, Jon Favreau likes to keep this ship locked up tight, so to speak. We knew nothing about the child until the first episode of The Mandalorian Season 1. So I'm super excited to see what The Mandalorian Season 2 brings us. And don't forget, you guys, every Friday, I'm going to be doing a live reaction watch party, just like I did with the boys. So the way that this works is I won't, unfortunately, be able to have video or audio up or else my video will get blocked for copyright. That did happen with the boys once. So I will not be making that mistake again. But I will have a timer down below. We will hit play together. That timer will start, and we will be able to watch it together. I will interact with the comments a little bit. Of course, I'll be watching and reacting to the show. I'm going to do this for every episode. That is the plan. This is the way. And I can't wait to do it. If you're watching it later on, I mean, you can always join later on and sync up with me along via the timer that's down below. If you lose your place or something happens, we can always sync back up with that timer. My plan is to do it in the mornings on Friday. With virtual schooling, I can't 100% commit to an exact time because I never know when my kids are going to need me for something, unfortunately. But this is the plan. This is the way. I keep saying that. It's going to be probably, I'd say, between 10 and 12. Just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'm excited to check this out with you. Starting tomorrow, The Mandalorian Season 2. If I forgot anything from Season 1, which I'm sure I did, because I had a little bit of notes, and I didn't want to go and talk for 2.5 million hours. Let me know down below in the comments if there's something you want to talk about. Let's discuss. And I really, truly hope you guys can join me starting tomorrow for the Mandalorian Season 2 watch parties. Let me know down below in the comments if you plan to do that. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss notifications on those live watch parties. And you can always follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.